Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know, closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
Hi everyone! I'm really hoping my mic is working. Can David hear me? So I've had some, yeah, he's giving me a thumbs up. All right, good. Something weird happened. I was listening to some nice calming music while I was getting ready, and I used my headphones for the first time, and I think it did something because I can't hear the intro song on my headphones now. So I'm sure we'll fix it and it'll be fine. Welcome to everyone who's joined Happy Thoughts with Claudette. That's me. Every Wednesday we do a live show. It's just I talk about things that are on my mind, things that I've noticed in the general public. And this show, I'll be pulling cards for listeners. How we do it is I put names. I'll ask you to put in the comment, and you can start doing that right now because I know it is quite popular. Let me get into the comment section here. Hello, Abnash. Welcome. So happy to see you. And Corey's in the house. Hello from Barb. Oh, I just love hearing from everyone that's joining the show tonight. Welcome to our Happy Chatters. And so what I'm going to do is I've got it already set up. It's a giveaway wheel. So it spins everybody's names in the draw, and I will keep pulling a name out of the draw to do like a live reading here on the show for free. So this is what I do most Wednesdays unless we have a guest. And so tonight I don't have a guest. So you guys are all gonna get readings this evening. So all you need to do in the comments, and some of you already know what to do, just type the word tarot. T-A-R-O-H. And I think I might have built a banner for this. Here we go. Show. So there's a ticker going along the bottom of the screen, you'll see. And it just gives you instructions on how to spell tarot. T-A-R-O-H. Simply, that's all you need to put in the comment section, and that will put your name immediately into the draw. So if I go over to the giveaway tool, I can see the entries are coming in. Wonderful. Excellent. So, wow, what a Wednesday. I am I was so tired. Today has been like an epic day. Jeez Louise. It's because the store now, everything in the shop. Hi. Everyone that's joining here. Big love. Taro, everyone's doing it. I'm just so happy. Jocelyn's here. David. Hello, Anita. Nice to have you joining us again. I'm sure a lot of you listen, but I never see, like I don't see your comments all the time. So Moses Zaniga 6479. Moses, welcome Moses. So nice to have you in our chat room. Welcome to Happy Chatters. So as I was saying, today was very busy for me because it is the final week my retail storefront is open. So it's getting more and more emotional as the days are going by. So I will have my final day at the store Saturday this week. And so today I had many people coming in, and some of them said, Claudette, I knew you were going to close. I just didn't get it. And I totally understand what they mean, because when you physically walk into the shop now, it's quite striking. It's quite striking to see how everything has shifted and changed in the shop. Like all of my crystal stone bins are gone, and I've got my pebble patch is gone. So there's many things that have changed, and what you're seeing more of now are like display aids, acrylic risers. You're seeing like display tables, all of the wonderful tools that I used to make the shop magical for all of you. It took a lot of really interesting equipment and little aids in order to create the magical place. I love that. Thank you, Avnash. Hearts to you as well. Thank you. I had the pleasure today of having our mayor, Mr. Darcy Dober. He came in, so that was really important to me. He said, Claudette, I saw your sign and I had to come in, and we just had a very nice short little chat, but it meant so much to have that acknowledgement. I said thank you. It's been an honor to serve the Dawson Creek and surrounding community for the last 10 years, and thank you so much, Darcy. You coming in like this just really helps acknowledge all of the effort that my husband and I put into this community. He loves you. He wait for you. So, Atto, we are going to just ban you. I always have to keep a track on the comments. Not everybody is open to tarot and oracle, and that's absolutely okay. But having opinions on here that are going to be disruptive are not okay. I'm pretty strong on my boundaries here, so every now and then you'll see me and I'll just quietly take somebody out without too much fuss, because here everyone is welcome. As long as you come in with good intentions and you only want the highest and greatest for all of us that are gathered here together, that's what is most important. I think so much of the public forgets or loses sight of how important it is to show love to each other. Show love, and also to acknowledge that everybody is on their own unique journey, and their unique journey is correct exactly where it is. So even though I've had to ban this gentleman or this woman, I leave them in love. And I hope that they can respect my boundaries, because the dragon could come out. Oh, Angel M2983, thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words. I know it is quite sad for the community to be losing this, but I do have a little bit of an announcement. Do you remember Yvonne Hussey? She's been on the show before, and she's the lady who put on the little spiritual shows that have been coming since we stopped doing ours. Well, we have come to an agreement, and she has decided to take the Pebble Patch to her shop. So you are welcome to go to the Healing Hub and bring your children there or bring yourself there. We all called it like the stone vortex because you could not help yourself. You get into that looking in the Pebble Patch and you're going to find amazing fun stones and crystals and minerals. So I'm super thrilled for the community that Yvonne at the Healing Hub, she's located right next to Hug-a-Mug here in Dawson Creek, British Columbia in Canada. She is taking that on. She also purchased all of my crystals. So she's going to have a beautiful display in her shop, and those familiar bins that you've seen in the past at my store. I'm so happy to let you all know. Dave and I are thrilled that Yvonne will have a lot of our bins there, and those stones have just found their new home in her shop. Now, if only we could convince her to take on the incense, right, guys? That's the only thing. I feel like everyone is like, where am I going to get my incense? So I don't know, guys. I'm going to have another conversation with Yvonne at some point here and see if I can't convince her to become that center just like Happy on Main was. It won't be exactly the same, and of course not, but it would be wonderful if she could continue having the service available to all of our local people. So that's what we've been working on. A lot has been going on in the background. I've been spending a lot of long days and evenings there. So I apologize to anyone who's been showing up in the mornings and I'm not there or I'm not there on time. It's just a lot. It's a lot of work. And my days are so busy during the day with customers. You can imagine, right? 70% off everything, unless it's like the store furniture and equipment. So I didn't leave the till yesterday at all. Today, I left the till for just a little bit. And David came walking in and he said, Claudette, it's 5 o'clock. And I was just like, what? So that's been the last 2 days for me. It's just, they fly by. I didn't even eat lunch today. It wasn't time. So thanks to Beans and Barley for that yummy drink. That was all I got to do. Hopefully in the morning I have time long enough to have my yogurt. And I know lots of you know what it's like to have those busy days. They won't last forever. And so I'm embracing them. I'm enjoying, savoring all the special moments that I'm having with each and every one of you that are coming in to say your special goodbyes. It means a lot to me and it means a lot to David. So thank you. So, what did we call the show today? For anyone brand new, oh, you know what I forgot to do before we get going? Let's activate the, there we go, Instagram. I forgot to activate the Instagram. It's just one of those little quirks with StreamYard. You have to go over to Instagram after you started the show and click live. So sometimes I forget. I click live here and I think I'm good to go, except I missed Instagram. So welcome Instagram, welcome Twitter, welcome YouTube, welcome everyone who's listening on Facebook. Thank you so much for your support. And I think tonight's going to be fun. I mean, how can it not be? The title of our show is The Queen of Fungi. This is our second season, and this is episode 15. For anyone joining us for the very first time, this show, we use a deck. So I'm just going to go into share at the stage. We like this screenshot here. And I'm going to hide this now. So over here, and I'm going to remove the comments just for now, guys, because it kind of, for the mobile and for the desktop people watching, the comments can get in the way a little bit. So we're just going to hide these while we look at our tarot card together. So here we are. We use the Boadicea Tarot of Earthly Delights. Caroline Kenner and Paula Millett. She's the deck creator and artist. So we're very tickled to have their permission to use the deck. And what we do is I draw a card prior to the show, and that determines the title of our show. Let me just lift this up a little bit. That might be nicer for all of you. And isn't this a stunning one? The Queen of Fungi. And of course, I have to tell you, it's so interesting that I happened to pull this card for this show, because this morning when I did the write-up for the show on YouTube, it was all about having fun and the medicine of laughter. And Dave and I couldn't help but chuckle when I pulled that Queen of Fungi card. He said, Claudette, you need to tell everybody you're my Queen of Fungi because I'm the King of Fungi. That's a little corny, I know, but that's my Dave. And he makes me laugh. He makes things less serious. So I just loved it and thought, I am going to tell everybody that because I love that. So he's my fun guy and I'm the queen of him. So that's just a little bit of a side thing. But, speaking of fun and laughter, it is so important. I wanted to just talk about that. Like, laughter can totally diffuse a situation. Have you ever experienced that? I know I certainly have. I'll be in a room, tensions are high. That right person can walk in, or they're part of that situation, make a joke, and because they're kind of like a Switzerland personality, or they don't have any skin in the game, as you say, you just, all of a sudden, everybody kind of just takes a step back. It shatters that energy that was there. And some people laugh and some people just shake it, right? And it just kind of disrupts that thread of energy that's in the space. So I want to just encourage you all to just remember when things are rough or tough, it's really good medicine, don't they say? Laughter is the medicine of the soul. And for some reason this week, I feel like it's really important to remind our listeners and all of those who are going to be listening later in the week, that is one of those quick, real good remedies you can do. I feel like, let me see what I wrote down. I wrote some notes down in my notes part here. Yes, it's comedic relief, as they say, right? And just exactly, I did say it good there. So I was talking about how it disrupts the energy. And I know that David will bring me jokes in the middle of serious discussions. Sometimes when I'm really focused on a task and I'm just militant about it and trying to get it all done, and I just have a billion and one things I'm balancing, David will say the funniest joke, and to me sometimes I'm just like almost furious because I'm like, you're disruptive right now. This is not the time to be making a joke. And then I look at him and I realize how much I love that guy. And then I realize that is exactly what I needed. I needed a joke. I need to laugh. I need to be more allowing the flow of life to happen instead of getting in the way of the flow and trying to force the current of a river to my liking or my design. So this is just a reminder to anyone listening, and those of you that are listening tonight, for many of you, you'll be able to relate to this. And it's just a gentle reminder, go watch the Comedy Central channel, whatever it is, go find your fun comedian or that show that you love, that makes you laugh. Eddie Murphy, I don't know. I know I'm dating myself, but there's just so many wonderful ways that you can bring humor into your life and just kind of get your head in a better place. Speaking of getting your head in a better place, the other thing I do too is now I've been setting myself up in the mornings and I listen to motivational stuff, not so much someone really talking to me and teaching me, because we get enough of that during the day, like as we are learning and growing. I hope you all are learning and growing and pushing yourselves. But I think that I love listening to something that is talking about like how you matter and everybody is important in this world. Like, despite whatever you've been told, you are so fucking precious. You are important. You matter just as much as President Trump or, Justin Timberlake. whoever you think is important, maybe it's the president of, whatever club you're in. Do not let those labels make you feel small beside someone like that with a title. Honestly, most of the time, you don't want all of the baggage that comes with some of these titles. Trust me, that is one nugget of knowledge my husband taught me too. He's like, I don't want that position. Number one, they're not going to pay me for all of my extra time. And number two, I'm no longer able to be free and make my own rules. So I just want to remind you, sometimes those doors closing are good things. You're not getting that promotion. If you really start to think about, maybe you're not cut out for managerial. Maybe that's not your highest and greatest goal in your life. Maybe your highest and greatest goal is to have a freer schedule, time to travel, time to sit on a patio from time to time and enjoy some wonderful good spirits with your friends and close family. You know what I mean? So there's so much in this message today. They're just giving me all this info, but it's important to not forget to make life fun and make sure you find what gives you delight and fun and follow that. And for me, I find listening to really uplifting messaging in the morning really helps me. And I find you're a winner, you matter. Gosh, I'm celebrating and I don't even know what I'm celebrating for. That's the kind of energetic signature I want all of you to have. Because when you start to encompass that kind of energy and that kind of belief system inside of you, the universe cannot help but start bringing it your way. Have you ever been around a crowd of people and you have that one person that constantly gives you the negative flip side of whatever's been said in the conversation? Oh my God, Debbie Downer, whatever you call them. And you're just thinking, God, like who's shitting your cornflakes? But it's like every day, that's their personality. I want just for everyone listening, that doesn't have to be you. And that's certainly you, just because that's their mood, it certainly doesn't mean that you need to be lowering yourself into that ugly energy and start agreeing with them and giving them attention. Whenever I'm around someone that likes to put in negative comments, I always just turn it to a positive, very sternly, in a positive way. I don't feed that dragon any energy, any thought. So I envision here my good dragon and my bad dragon. Oh, speaking of dragons, OMG. Let me just trot over to the tarot deck area. You're going to look and see who comes into the screen. Oh my God. This dragon, I got this at the Galaxy Show in Grand Prairie. He is stunning. There's a little bit of work underneath. You can see the coil. I literally saw this dragon and I connected. It's an orgone piece with mother of pearl. It's stunning. It is just stunning. And this dragon, they named it the divination dragon. We are akin. I've been waiting for the right dragon to come into my life, and I certainly didn't expect it to happen this past weekend, but I ran into my dragon. So I'm very happy to be connected with it. I know it is stunning. It's just, she feels alive, and she gives me this feeling of ancient wisdom. Just love it. Love it. So anyway, speaking of feeding the dragon on either shoulder, you know what to do, right? It's pretty simple when you start dissecting conversations and information that's being thrown at you. You can decide what category does it go in, and you can decide if you want it or not. I've actually seen people say I cancel that. I'm not sure what therapy that is or where that comes from, but that seems to be coming up more and more around spiritual circles that I've been privy to. I hear people say anything they come across that they do not want as part of their life, they say, I cancel that contract, I cancel this, because energy is constantly flowing. And even when you have a conversation with someone on the street, you have now melded your energy with that person. So unless you want to carry that energy and whatever they have been carrying with you, then you need to sever that. So some people you're absolutely happy to have, right? And then there's others where you're like, oh man, geez, they're going through a really rough time, and man, they're really down on themselves. That's the kind of energy you can have a heartfelt moment for them. And if there's something you can do, absolutely help them out, but don't carry it. It's not your burden to carry. Okay? And there should be no guilt with that. It's a lot just looking after ourselves and making sure that we're living according to our highest and greatest good. It's everybody's responsibility to live their own lives. Bingo. Bingo. Wow, I just love what that all came out. I feel like I'm finished. All right, so let's find out about the Queen of Fungi. I want to look at the picture. I'm going to reach over and grab my book. So this is the book out of the Bodhisattva Tarot. It's nice and big. It's wonderful. So while you look at this image, I'm going to look at the image in the book, and we can examine it together because it's absolutely stunning. It feels like it should be like I feel like it should be stained glass or something. That was kind of the energy I got when looking at the image. And here Claudette goes. I got to take my glasses up so I can look at the picture carefully. So we've got irises in the background with these wispy long grass. But I feel like the irises grow like that with they have long stalks like that. So that's them. But look at behind her. Like, is she sitting? Or is she standing? It's hard to tell. Like, I feel like she's standing, and that's her beautiful gown. Like, her gown itself is the mushroom. And then there's all these small mushrooms about her feet. Her feet are bare, which I love. It's like in commune. You are fully grounded. You're in touch with reality. You're grounded as you're negotiating the mystical spiritual world is what I get from this. You've achieved a good balance between the two. I love how it's like she's opened up her gown of earth. It's like the moss and the ferns and the leafage behind that one. And it seems like I think I need like a magnifying glass because it looks like her belt has something significant. Like, I'm sure they're going to talk about it, but it almost looks like that could be a lion's head. I'm not sure. Or it could be like a shell or probably another mushroom. Who knows? We'll find out soon. But I just love that she is bared arms. She's completely in touch with nature, and she's so grounded. And I love how the background is dark at night, so that's why I get the mystical kind of sense of this. Like, I feel like not only does she have her feet firmly planted on planet Earth, she's grounded, she's dependent, she's also very much aware of the mystical world and how things flow and work in the energetic world. And then she has this absolutely beautiful, like, back, I don't know what you call that, behind her head, where it's like this part just looks so elaborate. It's like gold gilded, and then it almost seems as if she's got like a garnet or a ruby jewel above her hair. This is a very symbolic card, and I can't wait to read about what it really means according to the artist and the person who built the cards, Caroline. So, without further ado, let's find out. The Queen of Fungi. The queen leans back against a mossy mound, her black hair and white shoulders framed by the upstanding collar of her bejeweled cloisonné capelet. Aha, that's what we call it. Bejeweled cloisonné capelet. So she wears a gown of frilly gilly orange chanterelle mushrooms. Chanterelle mushrooms. Her bare feet rest within an enchanted mushroom ring, while a screen of iris create a backdrop for her living throne. Ooh, her living throne. I love that. So the interpretation to this card is the Queen of Fungi loves to be surrounded by beauty and abundance. How people react to this queen says a great deal about their inner struggles with issues of money and prosperity. So the upright meaning of this card, intelligence focused on pragmatic matters, a bountiful harvest, the rewards of wise investments. A practical, generous person, someone who can afford their good taste and who enjoys being surrounded by beautiful, even luxurious things. Deeply rooted in her earthly realm, this gracious queen enjoys sharing through generous hospitality, patronage of the arts, and nurturing the careers of protégés. She resonates with the earth's bounty like a human manifestation of the Empress. Material comfort, beauty, and financial security are her gifts. That's a beautiful card. Her wealth and beauty, her generosity and good taste inspire gratitude, envy, accusations of elitism, deep appreciation, love, and many imitators. Whoo, that's a really deep card. The iris in the card signifies la fleur de lis, Trinity, threefold rule, Greek goddess of the rainbow. The cloisonné cape and chanterelle gown, beautiful, beautiful beauty. The bare feet signify connection to nature, and the fairy circle is earth magic. Wow. Beautiful. I love that. I'm sure you're appreciating the art on that card as well. That was something. So, this is the theme for this week, is being generous when we're able to be generous, and also not to show envy to those who maybe we perceive as having a more abundant life than ours. That's also very important to know, that we are being given exactly what we are worthy of, in the sense that what we're ready for. I think that when things are not going quite our way, or there is less than what we need, it's because we haven't shown that we are ready for it, and that we are going to be good stewards of it. So some things to think about. But 8:03, what do you guys think? Should we jump into the tarot reading now? I'm going to go show comments here. I'm sure you guys have been busy chatting. So as you can see, anyone that's new and joining, if you type the word tarot in the comments, you should be entered immediately right into our giveaway, and you will have the opportunity to have cards read by myself live right here. So I'm going to go have a look here at Instagram, and I don't see anybody here that has a message saying tarot, so we're good. We're going to just go back to StreamYard, and let's just jump into readings. And now we are going to remove this from the screen, go full, and as usual, King Friday, King Fun Guy, we're going to do the first reading to kick everything off for our OG lady, the one and only, for Janice. So let's get my cards out. Oh, right. David, I feel like David, I can feel him. He's telling me, Claudette, you still need your camera because people want to see what cards you're pulling. So let me do that up here. I'm going to move my mouse. Going to put my notepad over here. And here we go. And I think I could probably move it further back for you, just a bit more, so you can see more of the counter, right? There. That looks good, I think. Yes, here we go. We're set. Now I'm going to pull my deck. Do you see this? My dragon. All right. I'm just going to take a swig and we're going to start to pull cards. First reading is for Janice. Here we go. It was lovely to see you, B, today. I just wanted to say that. Thanks for popping in. It's always nice to see you. Okay, Janice, let's see what's in the cards today. You've had a busy day today, too. I read your message earlier. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. For Janice. Well, it seems to me, Janice, that there, for lack of a better word, I feel like you have literally come out on top on something. There was some locking of horns, a disagreement of some sort, two different points of view, and you totally put that to rest. You took care of that potential huge disruption, made it into a small one. You snubbed it out. Not only do you have a lot of life experience, you could see this disagreement wanting to build into something big, and it just wasn't even necessary. So I see that you nipped something in the butt. And having done that, you're also being very observant of how the ripples settled after this disagreement. You've been watching everyone in this situation that was part of the situation of this disagreement, this locking of horns, and you've learned a little bit about somebody that or it's just like solidified a thought or a belief you've had about this person that you had the disagreement with. So this is very good for you. It was part of the learning to understand how this person works, where their motivations are, what's important to them at this time in their life. And what I see going forward is these are all part of skills that you've learned how to build. Through experience, as I said earlier. So I see that you've learned a lot through your employment, through your knowledge of what you've done for a living. It's given you a lot of insight on how people are, what their tics are. You can read body language. And so this recent discussion, this disruption, this butting of heads, it was quickly dissipated based on everything that you've learned so far in life. You were able to just take care of this situation. I feel it's a big situation. I don't feel like this is gone completely and it's all done, but you are maintaining a nice status quo right now. You're keeping the boat from completely rocking over because you know how to keep a steady hand in this situation. You're learning and you're taking your cues as you go. And I think that they're just letting you know you're fine. You're doing a great job in handling a stressful situation with someone where there's a bit of this going on. Okay, so that's for you, Janice. Oh, but before I end it for you and everyone that's going to type tarot in the comments and get a reading, I have a brand new deck that I got also at Galaxy, the Psychic Show in Grand Prairie. So I wanted to use it this evening. This is Ligia Ramcharan. I had the pleasure of meeting her, and she was a wonderful lady. She's agreed to come on the show, so at some point we're going to have her on, and she's going to talk about her deck and all the wonderful things that she has been doing and pursuing. So let's pull her beautiful deck out. You are more than you think you are. Isn't that wonderful? It's a beautiful deck. I was super excited to get my hands on that. I want to make sure it won't be in the way. No, it won't. Okay. So I'm going to put the book away over here. So Janice, let's pull you just a single card out of this beautiful deck. and see what you get as well. They're just gorgeous. It's like the spiral imagery on the, just like on the cover. You can see that. It's a wonderful ethereal kind of fiber optic illuminated spiral. You get the truth. So I love this for you. It kind of ties in the rest of that reading for you. So when I see this card, it's telling me that based on what you've learned and based on recent interactions with this person, I see that you're seeing them like their true motives and what is, like I said earlier, most important to them right now. And so they, despite they don't even realize it, but having these interactions with you, you're able to see things a little clearly about their motivation and the truth of the situation that you're in. And so it gives you just a more sure-footedness on how to deal with everything. And again, these are all things that you have learned and accrued over. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome to the show. You know what to do if you want a reading. It's scrolling down and below on that message. You read that if you need to, just to be reminded. So yes, Janice, the truth is being revealed because you know how to read the signs. And they want to say they're very grateful that you're able to keep things on a regular, just like not aggravated, tipping the boat kind of feeling in the room. You're able to kind of keep the calm. Okay, so let's go draw our first name. I'm going to go, we have to do this, share the screen. So I got to go over here because we remember how it was like cutting me out. So I want to go to the giveaway tool so you all can see. There we go. Let's do a draw. And for anyone watching, all you have to do is type tarot in the comments and you will get a reading tonight. So let's see who we've got coming up for their first reading. There you go, Kim. I just said hi to you and here you are. I love that. All right, so we're going to nip back in here and I'm going to remove this because we don't need to share that screen anymore. And let's dive into your reading, Kim. Hello, Marge. Welcome. So great to see you, girl. And happy late birthday. You had a birthday not too long ago. Hello, Raheem. I love seeing you here. Welcome, welcome. The happy chatters is starting to grow. People are in the room. Okay, so here we go. This is for you, Kim. I'm feeling like for you, Kim, like it's head in the clouds right now. Are you having trouble focusing on something that's important to you? It's like there's like a delay or ignoring something that needs to get done. I mean, aren't we all ignoring something that needs to get done? I can see you laughing right now. But I did get that head in the clouds kind of feel with you right now. It's like you're avoiding something. There's something that's consuming you. And so right here I see for you right now with these cards, you've got the Ten of Cups, but it's upside down. I do feel like right now you're in a place where you're feeling like you are longing for something, that your needs are not all met in a sense. Like you feel like this is like the family card. You can see this wonderful picture, right? They're all together. The cups are full and it's a rainbow over their head. But for you right now, it's like there is a sadness at home. There's like this distraction I feel like you're dealing with of like, my cups are not all full. And so they're seeing that and they just want to bring that up with you, that they see that you're having a bit of a struggle right now. I also see here that because of this, you're kind of like, it's like that energy, like the fun guy, the whole theme for today. And I think that's really really will resonate with you. It's time to find something fun, Kim, for you, because right now you're missing life in a way. Like you're missing the things that will bring you joy because you're very distracted and you're kind of in this spiral of like wanting to be in that sad place, or that place of like looking at all the things that are not in your life right now. And so I feel like for you, the best medicine is to be a fun guy, just like the queen of fun guy. It's time. Okay, Kim? For you, this is the best medicine. All your team wants you to be like living every day like it's your last day. So this is your beautiful, gentle reminder, Kim. It's okay to go have fun. You need to go and have fun. Find something that brings your heart joy. Maybe it's to go for a walk on a trail. Maybe it's to watch boats on a lake. I don't know what feeds your soul. The birds twittering. I feel like for you, sunshine is going to be greatly important for your mental health, to help turn things around and find reasons to laugh. Maybe those grandbabies need a visit from grandma. Could spoil them and just find that joy again. They see that you're struggling right now. So go to those true places that bring back the happiness in you and get refocused again. You've just simply lost your way a little bit, but it's super easy to get back on track, they say. And your final card is the Sun, because for you, they're saying there's so much to life for you to enjoy, and they have some beautiful things that they would love for you to experience, Kim, if only you will let some of the pain or the sadness of the things that you feel like you're missing out on, if we can let those go, find a way to let them go and still be okay, then you have so much stuff yet in life that your team upstairs, those that watch you, your guides, your ancestors, those from the other side, they are cheering you on because they've got some wonderful plans in store for you. They just need you to start really living. All right. I guess you needed to hear that, Kim. Let's find out what your beautiful Take Back Your Power card will be. Oh, I'm so honored that I got to give you this message, Kim. You know, people, we don't realize sometimes we see each other and we don't realize how things are going on inside of others, right? So, Kim, big hug to you. Love you, girl. And I can't wait for you to just really find that happy again, because it's there for you. Ambition. What is it that you need to get ambitious about, Kim? I feel like you've lost your ambition, and they are saying to you, they're bringing opportunities where you will be ambitious again. You're going to find that ambition. So I want you to just think about what it is that makes your heart sing. You need a new hobby, a new project where you're just excited and it reawakens that new beginning feeling for you. There's a feeling of stagnancy and just like boredom. And so you're being called on to, I really feel like if you go just spend some time with your beautiful grandbabies, get out of town a little bit, walk a different sidewalk in a different town, and just start to really feel good and open, hearing the birds, you're going to start to see and be able to read the signs, because you're being given some signs about what the next adventure is for you. So that you're going to find ambition again. You're going to find that love for life. You are super welcome, Kim, and I hope that was helpful for you. All right, should we move on? Everybody's got their tarot in the comments so they can get their name in the draw. Let's once again share camera. I am going to add to stage here and see if I could just simply go over here, draw again. Here we go. Who's the next person getting a reading tonight? Who is this gonna be? Who is this gonna be? I knew it was gonna be Marge. I knew it. I was gonna say it. I should have said it because everyone's going, oh, that's easy for you to say. No, I'm serious, Marge. I totally felt like you were gonna get a reading tonight. That you were gonna be the next name that popped up. So funny. All right, girl, let's get you in here. Let's find out what the cards have to say about you and what they want you to know about your beautiful, wonderful life. Let's find out. All right, this is for Marge. Marge. I'm feeling dusky gray. I think that the people, wow. Marge, I'm just feeling like there's a lot of heaviness around you right now. You're struggling. You're struggling, girl. I can sense a little bit, like not a little bit. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like let's find out what's going on. I just feel like this gray and just like a bit of a cloud. Oh boy. Okay, let's find out what you got. Okay, Marge, let's find out what they want to talk to you about. Oh, okay. So I can see that you feel like you were doing a lot more in the past. Like I see this sense of with you, like I was doing this, I was traveling here, I was doing a lot of fun things. And now I sense it's almost like there's been like this slowing down of travel, slowing down of being able to participate in fun activities. There's I'm getting the sign here that there has been some illness that either I feel like it's not you so much, but maybe I just get the sense that somebody else's health is hindering you from having freedom to be able to experience more in life. And you know what? It's okay to have those feelings. It doesn't mean that you love this person any less. And it doesn't mean like you're not being true to them by having these feelings of like, why can't I go out and have fun and do this? Or there's a sense of like restriction of things that you would like to be doing, but you're not doing. And I get this sense that they're saying to you, just because this person can't do this, doesn't mean that you can't do it. And again, for me, for you, I feel like you are the magician of your life, Marge. So you decide. You can't live everybody's life for them and carry all of their burdens along with yours because it's too heavy, it's too gray, it's too sluggish. And that's what I'm getting for you. You're carrying everybody's shit. So I'm wanting to give you the wonderful invitation, Marge, because this is old school thinking that we got to be everybody's caretaker. It doesn't mean that you love anybody any less, but you need to fill your tank up, lady. You need to fill up your beautiful tank so that you can shine your beautiful smile. I love your smile. I love that twinkle in your eye. So I need to see that back. I feel like you're kind of losing it and you're getting really bogged down on all of the heaviness around you. But I want you to hear this because probably a lot of people don't have the guts to tell you this. That is everybody else's shit. That is not your shit to carry. You have your own life and you are responsible for you, Marge. At the end, when everything is said and done, I say this all the time, those people aren't going to be up there with you and you can use them as an excuse for why you didn't do this and why you didn't go there and why you didn't participate in that. Do you know what I mean? Your life depends on you. So you are being encouraged and given the green light. You can still be loving and caring towards those that are important in your life while still pursuing the things that you love. And that's your message today, Marge, because I feel like you have something coming up where you feel almost like guilty if you took it. I see that you are being given like an opportunity. It's either travel or maybe it's like I get to get out of the house a couple of days a week and I get to go and share some time with some other ladies or a group. I don't know what this is, but there is something either you've already know about it and you're struggling because you'd love to do it, but you say, I can't. I say you can. If you want, you can. Right? So let's go live our lives boldly, Marge, because it's literally my card of when the cow jumps over the moon. I feel like you've been given something fun, an opportunity. If it hasn't come already, it's coming very shortly. Like it could be like your daughter coming to your daughter-in-law and saying, hey, let's go on a trip. It's a girls' trip. Do it. Your team upstairs, those that have passed away and are watching over you, they want you to live your loudest, biggest, brightest lives. The last thing they want to see is you stagnant and not embracing your life. You're here to have an experience. So embrace that experience. Go live a life. And don't worry that you're not being caring or nurturing to every other person in your life. They are also responsible for their own happiness. Okay, so let's find out, Marge. I hope you found that useful and helpful. I think everybody needs a little fun guy in their lives. So that's the readings that are coming out tonight, I feel like. Let's get into this card and pull out your Take Back Your Power card. You get one card, and then for anyone listening who's just started listening, if you type tarot in the comments, your name will automatically be entered into the draw to have a reading tonight. I'll be doing readings until 9 o'clock this evening. So here we go, Marge. What do we got for you? Joy. Look at that beautiful card. Joy. Do I need to say more? This is for you. I got to go this way for you so you can see the card. Joy. I want you to go and embrace joy and stop feeling guilty about it. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul. God and his angels and all those who you watch and you hold dear to you and your faith and in your spirituality, whomever that God is, they want you to embrace your life. You've got so much more to go and have fun doing, okay? Bring some joy into your life. Go find that fun guy. Go find that laughter. All right. That is for you. Awesome, Marge. I'm so glad, and I can't wait to see your adventures, girl. Okay. And guess what? I'm going to be free to travel a lot now, so we'll find each other soon. Hi, Claudette. I finally made it to a live stream. Wonderful, Tom. Welcome. Welcome to the Happy Chatters. So now, if you want to have a reading, Tom, all you need to do is put TAROH, tarot, in the comments, and we'll pull you a card if your name gets drawn. So here we go. I'm just having such a wonderful night tonight. I said to David, I feel like the messages that are going to come through tonight are going to be really meaningful. I can feel it. So let's go over to the giveaway tool, and we're drawing for the next reading tonight. Who is meant to have a reading this evening? Okay. All right. It's Jocelyn. Aren't you a lucky girl? This is our grad girl. Whoa, yay, it's Jocelyn. So I'm just going to remove this from the screen. And here we go, Jocelyn. It's so nice to have you join us, Tom. All right, Jocelyn. Whew, I'm getting all warm now, so that spirit is in the room. I'm really connecting here. So, Jocelyn, it's like I can hear the song. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. So I feel like for you, so much clarity is happening in your life right now. So much clarity. And they want to remind you of that. They want to remind you don't have to hang on to any of the, oh, I should watch out for this, or any of that old programming that you may be hanging on to about the life that you had experienced previously. Like right now, embrace everything that's happening to you, all the good that's happening to you. You deserve it. Everybody deserves a good in their life. And for you right now, you're experiencing some really big moments, and they don't want you to think 1 minute a negative thought. enjoy, embrace everything you're experiencing right now. It does feel like in the past that you've been worried and you were struggling with, am I smart enough? Do I have what it takes? I just feel like I haven't had enough learning in this life, or I am not adequate. There's this like this sense of like not believing in yourself enough. And I also see that for some people that have lived in a world where money is incredibly important and value is put on how much money you make. I feel like that could be your story, Jocelyn, up to this point, because it's no longer going to be your story, right? But there's a feeling like you were really feeling like you were stuck. You were stagnant. You weren't going to be able to improve on your life. And you also were allowing that to kind of be the measure of who you were as a person. And you were letting that define your worth. And yet you have just overcome all that. That's the path. What I see for you is a beautiful card. I love seeing her. She is sitting in a square. She's holding her coins. She is busy. She's the boss of her business. She is trading. She's making money. She's well dressed. And she's in the center of things. And that just tells me that she has skills and she's making her own money. And for you, they acknowledge that this has been a great achievement for you and that you're going to really feel like you are wanted and needed and you're filling a really important part of society. And for that, I'm so excited for you, Jocelyn. I can see that. I can see the growth you've done throughout this journey, and they are just celebrating you and letting you know, let go of the negative thoughts. When you feel those dragons on your shoulder, if you hear something kind of negative wanting to seep in or cut into your joy with a negative thought, what are you going to do? You're just going to throw in a huge boundary in your mind. I slam a wall in place, and then I think about, what is that wall constructed of? Do I want love and rose quartz for who I was before, but I'm no longer that person? Do I need black tourmaline that comes down and says you will never come through again? You choose how you want to talk to your child. The child inside of you, that inner child. I'm really getting that for you. So I feel like I'm just very excited. I'm swirling. You've got somebody upstairs that is also very excited for the messaging you just got right now, Jocelyn. So I trust that that was very useful, because I did get total confirmation. Someone is excited for you, for your future, but they want to make sure that you let go of any of that programming that wants to creep in. And I think I just shuffled my cards upside down and right side up. And that's what happens when you're going live and you're so busy yakking away. Awesome, Tom. Good job. I see you wrote tarot in there. You're going to be in. Okay. So let's find out, Jocelyn, what your card is. I feel like I should have took that card, but that's okay. Spirit, there it is. Health. Well, isn't that kind of interesting? Hey, you and I both know the journey you are on, and you pull out the health card. I don't think I need to say any more about this. I love that you got this card. It's so fitting for you, Jocelyn. And I love that our paths have crossed in a more intimate way now, and that we are in each other's lives and you found this show. I'll be here to support you whenever you need it, when you're checking in and out during your journey. I can't wait to see how your life transpires. All right, so that is for Jocelyn. Yay! We're going to go back, and I don't want to mix these up. Here we go. Who do we have next? Let's go to our giveaway tool again and see who's next to get a card reading. Draw again. Here we go. Who's going to be our next winner? BG Love. All right. Is this the Barb? I think it's Barb. All right. BG Love. Congratulations. Let's get that put off to the side. And I am doing a reading for BGE Love. Yay. If you haven't done so and you're listening on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. I would love it. It really helps. It shows whoever is in YouTube land that people are enjoying the show. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it, because it is going to let you know when I go live on Wednesdays. Oh, you are welcome, Jocelyn. I'm glad it was validating for you. Amazing. Okay, so BGE Love, you are now on. Let's do one more again. Okay. Oh. BGE Love, I have to tell you, I get this feeling like there's still another bend in the road. So I feel like you've been on some kind of development. I get the sense that you're like, am I almost there yet? And they're saying not quite, but hold on tight, girl, because it has been a fast ride. Things have been starting to move quite quickly for you, but they're also saying that there's still more to go. You haven't quite reached the end of this destination, like the end of that chapter before you go to the next one. So you are definitely still in the flux of change and adventure. I see that you've been in the past really like having to protect how you earn your money. There's this sense over here I'm getting in the cards where they're talking about like you really had to be careful with how much you made. You were also like, there's like a limit, like someone was preventing you from advancing. I'm really getting that sense like something was prohibiting you from making like the full potential of what you could earn. There's like an earning card like coming up for you. And you've been really dealing with that. And you're like, when am I going to be done with being held back? I feel like I'm not earning my full potential. And you weren't even sure all of what was happening in the background, but you just know you're not quite there. So that's why they're showing me that next corner you still have to go down, which is great. So thank you, team. Thank you, Lucille. I've just learned recently that one of my spirit guides is my mama, my grandma Lucille. So I'm just starting to give her acknowledgement that she's here with me. And she is just so proud of me. And she is very happy to be engaged and working alongside here. So the next card I have for you, BGE Love, is the Queen of Swords. So I see you triumphing over this, and you are going to break through that ceiling, that glass ceiling where you've been prevented from earning a better income. It's like a promotion or something, or you know, like it's just like maybe there's some mean girl talk in a staff room or in a group. There's so much of that. Like remember today, that card when I ended it, our Queen of the Fungi, I brought up, I felt like I need to bring up the envy. This is for you especially. I feel like there are people that are envious of you. And so just be aware of that, okay? And so no, it's nothing to do with you. It's about them. It's about their bad energy. And they feel like they've kind of been successful in keeping you in the compartment they need you in, because that is good. It serves them. And okay, yes, wonderful, Jocelyn. Okay, so hopefully that works and you can get in again so your mom can get a reading. And if anything, Jocelyn, I'll make sure she gets one at the end because that's super fun. So remind me if I forget. Let me write Jocelyn Mom. So BGE J Mom. I'm just going to write that down. Hopefully I don't forget. I don't want to lose sight here. You are going to have divine intervention. Okay? Some angelic being, I just feel like someone from the other side that's passed over, they are working to stamp out that ceiling that has been put on you, that restriction, remove it so you can continue to grow and become who you are meant to become for your highest and greatest good, for those around you and for yourself as well. They're acknowledging there has been some malplay keeping you in this compartment. So it's like somebody is scared of losing you. And so they are making sure that they keep things like where you're not growing and changing because you serve a purpose for them. Maybe they're scared of being lonely. Maybe they're scared of feeling inadequate around you. There's just something very strange here where even energetically, they're causing this wall, this limitation to be put into your life. It's really important, guys, to be aware of who you surround yourself with. Some people don't even realize it, and they are creating bad mojo in your life. It's super important. I used to think it was a bad thing when I would cut people out of my life if I found they were too negative. And I would think, oh man, like I should be more loving and tolerant to people. But I've just decided, and I've learned that my energy is too important, and I don't have time to be down there with you if you want to be like that. And I feel like that's the thing for you right now. Okay? So here we go. Let's pull your card, BGE Love. I hope that was helpful for you. And let's pull your final card out of this, Control. OMG, did we just not have this conversation? Someone is trying to control you. So you are going to be given the reins back in your life. And even just listening to this message tonight, you're going to start to have a really good idea of possibly who these people are, who this person is that's keeping you little for them, because this is a disservice to you. So come on, girl. I trust you can do this. I know you can do this. You're going to remember me. You're going to remember this divine message to you, and you're going to push through. If it means you got to cut a friend out, you cut them out. You can't be fooling around. This is your life we're talking about. Bang on, Claudette. Yes, you got it right. Amazing. I love that. Thank you for that confirmation as well, you guys. I love the feedback as well. Thank you so much. Ooh, I just got shivers. I can sense that something's going to be cooking with you. And I am honored to have given you that message. Okay. Now we're going to go on to another reading. Who is going to get the next reading? How are we doing? We got lots of time, guys. 8:42. So, add to stage. Let's jump into the giveaway tool again. We're going to draw. Yeah, I don't want to jinx this, but oh my gosh, things have been going well. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Angel M, 2983. You're the lucky winner. Yay! You get a reading next. So here, let's clear up the screen. And I'm going to do a reading for Angel. I know you're excited, right? I just want to tap in a little bit and see. I see a tree for you. I see a tree standing on a hill only for you. I think for me, I get this sense of like it's time to go within. It's time to slow down a little bit, Angel, just to find your happy place. It's time to go find your happy place. Nurture yourself. It's like nature will be very important. So I feel like this card with the Queen of Fun, guys, she's enveloped herself in her throne of nature. And I feel like for you, that is very fitting. That is the messaging for you as well. So let's see what other cards want to pop out and what else we can add to your message tonight. And thank you, everyone that pitches in to get these messages to my listeners. Here we go. Well, Angel M, great reads. I love that you're enjoying them, V. Amazing. So for you, Angel, I see that you have been really gaining some new skills. You've been entertaining some new things in your life. You're exposing yourself to new things. And honestly, though, I feel almost like you might have gone too far off off their reserve. And I mean that in the most amazing way, but it's time to center yourself back. I'm getting this sense that for you, oh, it's so funny, getting too far off the reserve. Look at this card here. We've got all kinds of wildlife and the moon. So I do feel like there's a sense of like mystery. You've been having a lot of fun delving into something like very different from what is your normal things that catch your attention and that you study or look into or spend time doing. There's like a darker aspect to something. And I don't mean like a darker, like dark magic or anything, but I do sense that you have really gone down something that's really different than what you normally work and operate in spiritually. And you went in at the beginning feeling quite innocent and very curious about it. And we should be exploring. So I love that you were doing that, Angel. What they are saying is everything has balance. And I feel like for you, there is a fear that you're starting to allow this new and like thought, you're in a new kind of way of thinking about things. You're really receiving a lot of information that you've been exposed to new thoughts and ideas, and unfortunately they're becoming really strong in your life to the point where I feel like you're being constricted in what you'd really like to think or say. So or what, I'm going to give you an example. So like when I sold Avon, in order to be true to Avon and to be like the greatest sales clerk for Avon, I would never buy Maybelline or CoverGirl or any other brand of makeup because I'm an Avon lady. I must wear all the Avon. And as the years have gone by, during my other experiences, it was just something I realized. You can so easily get caught in a trap of like not realizing you're restricting yourself until you are restricted. And I got to the point where I'd be walking down Shoppers Drug Mart and thinking, well, I would love to try that new nail polish. And I felt like I couldn't. And when I did finally let go of Avon, it was like the most exciting thing. So again, I'm also getting this messaging for you. It's okay. It's okay not to embrace this new way of looking at things or these new political views or whatever it is. Maybe it's spiritual, something you're going in. It's really something new to you, the way you look at life, but you're going too far down, is what your team upstairs is saying. And they would like you to just kind of like find laughter in your life again. Maybe you need to go less on, listening to talks about that or reading about that. There needs to be more balance because you're missing life and its opportunities because you're so caught up in this one tunnel vision. And just because someone wants to put that kind of weight on your shoulders, like, listen, aren't you a supporter of this cause or whatnot? No. You don't have to like close your whole life down and be this vigilante just about this one cause in life. Life is many, many different facets. And I feel like for you, there's also like you're going to start, if you haven't already been doing donations or giving money, I'm getting a sense like you've been helping some cause out or something. Wow. So they're just warning you that they would like to see you doing less of this, listening to these people, listening to these new thoughts. It's not that all of it is bad, but they're worried that you're just taking it on so much because you're so ambitious and you just want to do the right thing and you found some great people to hang out with, but just always remember and listen to those tummy flickers when you don't quite feel right about something. They're really urging you to follow your instincts because I think that you've been tamping them down to be going along with everybody else that's in this group with this kind of thinking. So they are saying for you, this doesn't serve your highest and greatest path. Wow, Angel. So they're saying for you, this isn't like where you need to, the road ends for you. They want to see you, just like the other reading, keep going. This was important to learn. It's all information, but we don't have to park here and sit here and say this is the rest of our identity forever, right? We can say thank you, and we can say to the ethers, thank you for all that I've learned and taken from this experience, but I'm also free to travel on in my life journey. So for you, Queen of the Fun Guy, we need to find fun in our lives. We need to find some distractions. Go do something that is really exciting for you. And I think that that's going to help you kind of get reset and remind you of what brought you joy in your life in the past. So let's pull a card for you. I know you're going to find it. I know this is exactly what you needed to hear. And I feel like you've already been feeling it a little bit, but you're feeling like if I let this go, like then what? Then what? You're free. You're free to think and do whatever you want. You can go into something or some place that you haven't felt comfortable going in before. You are responsible for you. So go live your life unapologetically. You don't owe anyone a reason why you've changed your mind except for you. All right, Angel, here is your card. Oh, God, these cards are amazing. I knew they would be. Self. There is a need to honor yourself right now, Angel. They're calling you back because they love your enthusiasm. They love how you're trying and doing so much, but they also want you to just slow your roll down a little bit. Find your center. Find that tree. Go back. Get yourself centered, and you're going to see what needs to fall away. I love that message for you, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. Okay, now who else do we have? Who else is going to get a reading? It's 8:52. We still have room and time. Let's go over to the giveaway tool and draw again. Who is going to get a reading? Who is getting one tonight? Corey! Yay! Let's hear it for Corey in the house. Corey, you get a reading all the way from Calgary. All right, we're going to remove and get our screens working. And I hope that was a good reading for you, Angel. Thank you so much. 100% accurate. Oh, thanks so much for that. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's put that up there. That's beautiful to see. All right, guys. It's Corey. She gets a card reading. Corey, what are we doing for you? Oh, man. I get this castle, I get this tower turret for you. What is going on? I feel like they're saying you need a bigger, wider view of things. There's something for you. Right now is a very busy, boisterous time. There's a lot going on in your life. Everyone is busy doing tasks. There's a lot of tasks at hand, I feel like. And I also feel like wow, this isn't really about you so much, but they want you to help out. Corey, I feel like they're trying to say there is somebody that's struggling with depression right now. And it has to do with your workplace. There is somebody that is not dealing well with whatever challenges that they've been experiencing recently. I feel like for them, the weight of the burdens in their life right now are really heavy. It's wearing them down. And they are asking for one of their earth angels to be aware and look around, give them what they need. Because I feel like for them, they have been ignoring some really strong messaging. And because they've been ignoring the calling, in their lives because they're scared of change. This person is extremely scared of change. They're comfortable, and yet they're not comfortable. They're miserable, Corey. I don't know who this is, and why are we getting a reading for someone else in your life? But that's what I'm getting right here. There is somebody who's terrified of change, but yet they're miserable where they are. They're at your workplace. They're seeing everybody else is busy, and they're carrying the load the way they always carry the load, with some chuckles here, and you get them done. You just roll up your sleeves and you get it done, right? It's like the woman doing this. But for some reason, there's someone that, because they have been ignoring their true purpose and what they're supposed to be doing, they're actually supposed to be moving. They're supposed to go somewhere else. They're supposed to do something. Their learning hasn't ended. I feel like they're supposed to go for higher education of some sort. They want it. I get the sense that this person talks a lot about it, but they never do what they're supposed to do. So why do you want me to talk to Corey about this? Let me look. Well, they do see you as someone who has a lot to offer, Corey. They take your advice seriously. Like if you have an opinion about something, they listen and they look towards you for reinforcement, like being reassured about things in their life. So I guess that's why they're asking you that you're going to know exactly what to say to this person at the right time. I feel like there's going to be almost like a breaking point for this person, where you're going to find yourself in a situation where they're kind of breaking down in a sense, or they're really spilling it all out to you, how miserable they truly are. And they're going to be at that place where they're ready. They're ready to make a change, and you're going to be that pivotal person at that moment, Corey, and you're going to be able to give them that beautiful nudge, because you're going to be ready for it. You're going to have listened to this reading. You're going to be ready. And when that person has their breakdown, you're going to know exactly what to say, because your angels and your team, Grace, everyone's just going to come right around, and you're going to know what needs to be said. So this person can get out of their self-inflicted walls of limitation and get them out there and brave enough to go experience their life and live it at the fullest, because we're all supposed to be living at our fullest. That is why we were here. This is why we were given this precious opportunity to have this experience here on planet Earth, because we all have amazing big things to experience, to do. So there you go. Oh, Corey says, oh my God, I talked about putting a therapy chair at my desk. There you go. So you are going to be finding yourself in a place where someone's really going to be in distress. And it's not going to be so serious that, that there's any kind of worry for them, except that it's going to be a place where they're going to hear your words, and it's just going to click. And you're going to say exactly the right things, and that person is finally going to be able to start shifting what needs to be shifted. Okay, here we go. Let's get you one of these spiral cards. And I think after that, we're going to have to call it a night. I thank everybody else who put their names in there. And if you're interested in having a card reading, we can always book one, and you and I can have a one-on-one. I can Skype with you, or however you want to do it, Facebook. And all you need to do is, let me look over here if I've got... Honestly, you probably should just call me, because I'm terrible at answering emails. But you can email there. And if you want, you can Facebook message me and say, Claudette, I sent you an email about a reading. Follow up, please. Life is a little chaotic right now, and we can make an arrangement for you to have a reading. I do 1-hour readings by booking. They're not just the same day, but I can get you in pretty quick, and we can have our own time together for an hour, and we can read the cards and see what's happening for you. Okay, here we go. Speech. I feel like I keep saying, are you kidding me? You got the card speech, Corey. So here again, you're going to be required, but the words are going to come to you from your angelic team. Do not even worry a minute. You're going to know exactly what to say in this moment. You're going to embrace it. You're almost going to feel like you're channeling what needs to be said to this person to get them out of their rut and go and live their best life. So you got the speech card. I love this deck. I've got to say, team, I think we're going to be using this deck a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Ligia. I love your deck. I'm going to give credit in the show notes. So on YouTube, if you're curious about anything that I use, like the deck for Bodhisattva's Tarot or this new one, Take Back Your Power with the spiral here, if you're interested, anything I mention, like if I mention a book or an event, just know that you can go into the YouTube notes, the description, and all kinds of links will be there that you can look at and find information like, where do I get that deck? How do I buy that? Or where do I learn more about this? So thank you, Corey. I love that you love that reading. That's amazing. Before I forget, a little bit of housekeeping. Let me just grab my notes here because I knew I was forgetting something. Right. Let's put this banner up here, guys, because as I talk, you can see this too. Every month, all of us in the chat room that want to have the opportunity to get together and we have dinner. So everybody's responsible for their own bill, but we pick a place and anyone in the audience that wishes to join, come on over. We're going to be going to Sola's this time. We're going to do a return to Sola's on June 11th. Dinner's going to be a little later so that my husband David can join us because he's been missing our dinners. So I wanted to make sure to include him. And I know everyone loves having him around as well. And he loves being with everyone too. So we're going to do dinner at 7 o'clock. At Sola's on the 11th. And there's one more thing I want to share with you guys. So I'm going to go back to share this screen because I think a lot of people don't know this is happening. So I'm going to share the screen and I want to go to Facebook. Yes, here we go. This is the one I want to share with you. Okay, there is this thing going on. Stonehaven Crystal Healing Mineral Show in Grand Prairie. Amazing, guys. So I'm going to scroll down to show you. It's so cute. I saw the artwork for this and I just giggled. Look at this raccoon. He's just amazing. Stonehaven Crystal Healing and Mineral Show in Grand Prairie. It's going to be at the Paradise Inn and Conference Center in Grand Prairie. Like I said, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it looks like Friday 4 to 9, Saturday 10 to 8, and Sunday 10 till 4 o'clock. It only costs you $2 to get in, and if you're family, it's $5. And I see over here it's saying crystals, minerals, fossils, jewelry, handmade goods, and so much more. So I think this will be fun if you're looking for something to do. I think that this could be a lot of fun for you. What a great way to spend a weekend. Maybe get your girlfriends together and go out for a drive and go check this out. I don't know who these people are, but I'm very happy to spread the word and let my listeners know about it. So here we go. Let's go back in here. We're going to stop sharing. And like I've said before, if you're curious about anything that I talk about, a link will be in the show notes under our YouTube channel for this show. So thanks everybody for joining me for another wonderful Wednesday show. I knew it was going to be a great one. I certainly have had a great time spending time with you. I just love the messages that came out for the people today. And like I said, if you do feel like you want to have a reading, there is a phone number you can call as well, 250-782-1662. Just know, Claudette, I tend to be a little slow to return phone calls or emails. And it's just who I am. It's in my make. And so just give me that grace. You can always send me a Facebook message. Those seem to get through the quickest, to remind me of anything I need to be reminded of, or say, hey, I sent you an email, and then I'll get you hooked up and we'll get you booked in as soon as possible. So readings cost you $80, and that's for an hour. If you bring cash, there's no tax. Right on, guys. I will do the namaste. My soul greets your soul. And let's all have a wonderful week full of laughter. Let's go find that laughter. However you find it, we need to get laughter back into our lives, guys. Amazing. And I'm going to leave you with my wonderful song that I love so much. So let's go over here. Da-da-da. Media assets. And I'm going to play this song.
What's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone. When everything feels dark around, just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone. When everything feels dark around, just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone. When everything feels dark around, just look inside where light is found.